My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go.
Let me see something. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check the mic. Mic check. Oh, blurry here. 2 1 2 1 2. Check the mic. Let's see the quality. It's the kind of blurry a little bit. What's going on? Yeah, I don't like the resolution right now. It's good. Blurry. All right, guys. Welcome to VOSD with Esoteric. I try to make sure my resolution is to my satisfaction. Oh yeah, it's perfect. I like the resolution now. All right, let's do our commercial. I'll be right back.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed and not unique they deceive us. The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not to corrupt. I said no one to trust. My people don't want to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation is poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not corrupt. tired with the promises that left us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and little on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that the question that we ask.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Esoteric here coming your way this afternoon. We want you to follow us on YouTube as well. We request that you share the link for us so that your friends will be part of the show also. That's the little basic favor that we need from you. Other than that, relax on your couch and enjoy the show. We have a wonderful, fascinating, glorious show today for you. And so we ask you that you share. I'll be right back. Let me do a quick commercial again. I heard something. Yeah, I'll be right back to share with you.
I won't tell you later, but my thing I want it. I won't tell you later, but my thing I want it. I hear something, 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 I hear something. Destiny, they can't stop my destiny. 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 So my hoping for me. So my hoping for me. Let's hoping for you. So my hoping for me. You don't want me play a good. You get gali, but you let it too. You get gali, but you let it too. I hear something, 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 I hear something. I won't tell you later, but my thing I want it. I won't tell you later, but my thing I want it. I hear something, 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 I hear something. You get gali, but you let it too. 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 You don't want me play a good. Your place boss, respect with. Wake casa. Your place boss, your respect with. Wake casa. Your place boss, your respect with. Wake casa. Your place boss, your respect with. I hear something. 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 I won't tell you later, but my thing I want it. I won't tell you later, but my thing I want it. I hear
Yes, I hear something, and I'm about to tell you right now. Welcome to Voice of Sinoe, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Side put the esoteric coming to you the beautiful afternoon from the state of William Penn, called Pennsylvania. We are here again to do justice to Sinoe County and the Republic of Liberia. And so again, we ask you to share the link as you join. Hey, Mazina, welcome aboard. My man Morris Sako, how you doing? Hope you're having fun out there in Ghana. Our chair lady, Manja, Smith, man, welcome aboard. All right, guys, let me get to business here. Try to find my flyer here for the convention. Where did I put the flyer? Yeah, we want to start with a quick reminder here for the upcoming convention here a couple of weeks to go, USAA National Convention. So we want to follow. Okay, Maurice, thanks for following. And do not just follow, share the link, please. All of you that are following, please share the link. All right, let's see. All right, so let me just do a quick reminder again. Our national convention is around the corner. All right, a few weeks from now, we will be in Fargo, North Dakota, to conduct the business of our people, to conduct business that is in the interest of our people. About people with me, the people of Sinoe County, the people of Liberia. All right, so the weekend of August the 4th, weekend of August the 4th, 2022, this year, is the National Convention of the USAA, United Support Association in Americas. And so we like to encourage all of you, friends, loved ones, supporters, sympathizers, anybody who likes into humanitarianism, who wants to seek the welfare of all the people. That is a golden opportunity to come and be part of this initiative. It is all about Liberia, and so these various community organizations that we have in the U.S. and other countries around the world is all about putting resources together, amalgamating our resources, and doing something meaningful for our people in Liberia. Those, every 2 weeks that do not get paycheck, So yes, we want to. The organization that focuses on doing such thing as giving student scholarship, helping in terms of getting books, hospital supplies, agricultural activities, and those things. Agriculture is something important. We have a fertile soil in Sinoe in Liberia, and we have to utilize the soil. So we can't have what you need to feed yourself, to produce food, and then you have to go beg other civilizations to send food to you. You have to go to China and other countries or other West African countries to supply food for your citizens. So the organization is into humanitarian activities, and so August the 4th weekend, the weekend of August the 4th, we will be in North Dakota, Fargo, to revisit our agenda for the president to get a report to the people what she has done for the past year and what she wants to do in the coming years. And also come to North Dakota and support the cause. We will have great musicians, entertainers. They will be there to entertain you. If you are a non-member, based on the flyer, the planning committee is saying $25. It will be $25 well spent. If you are a visitor, you are not a member of the organization. If you are a member, make sure you take care of your $100 I'm following the chat room carefully. The leaders are doing great. The executive and the board of directors, the payment is going on. People are doing prepayment. Take care of your $100, and then when you get at the gate, sooner rather than later, those that have made payment, the planning team will send you an ID card to show that you have paid for a mission. Okay. And so come President Kolo, wonderful guy. He's making massive preparation together with a team in North Dakota. You don't want to miss the convention. So be there August the 4th weekend. We are sending a lot of invitations out there. Even if we do not send you a formal invite, right now I'm doing it informally. Come, you will enjoy the atmosphere. The camaraderie is excellent. Yeah, we'll have some good food. If you are single, beautiful ladies will be there, from all over the place. If you want to expand your network, you want to get new contacts, stuff, that's something you can also achieve from the convention. And so we encourage all of you to come and join. That's a quick reminder there for the National Convention of the USAA. All right, the Delaware Valley chapter is also beefing up the momentum. And so it has been decided by the leadership here that before, from now to the convention, there should be every Sunday meeting to energize the base and stuff of that nature. So every Sunday now we'll be having a meeting, and it will be held by our Mother Francis Seward at a house, or Reverend Seward residence. That's where we'll be meeting until after the convention, and then we'll select a new venue. All right, so that's just little information there to give you. All right, let me do a quick here, Pennsylvania politics, local politics here, Pennsylvania, and the Liberian Association in Pennsylvania presidential election is coming up pretty soon. It will be next month in August, okay? And so, Voice of Sinoe, we had an opportunity, we met one of the candidates, Wilbert Foley. We had the opportunity to meet with the brother this weekend on the soccer field, and so we had a brief interaction with him, about 25 minutes interview, and we are not going to play everything right now, but we just want to play a little bit of the interview to hear what the young man said, who is campaigning to be the president of LAP, the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania. He made his case, and we are also making effort to hear from his opposition. So I had information today that they're supposed to visit the leader of my organization, President Francis Clark Myers. And so hopefully when that happens, I will make my way there to see what I can meet with Kennedy as well, to hear her side of the message or manifesto, what she is bringing to the community of Dark Side Pool, the esoteric. All right, so let's listen to a little bit of Wilbert Foley. Okay, Wilbert made a case to us what he wants to do. So let me share a little bit of what he said with us. The interview. Let's see this quickly. By the way, it's on YouTube. You can always listen to it on Facebook or on my Facebook page. Let's listen to the young man.
I mean, explain that to us. What do you mean when you say transform our community?
Yes. First of all, the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania has been around since 1978. And imagine since 1978, as I speak today, we don't even have an office. We don't even have a community center, let alone say a hall. So these things are kind of embarrassing to some of us. There are other nationals, there are other foreign nationals that have community centers, they have halls, they have things going there. We don't even have anything. When we are having programs, we end up renting church buildings or other halls. And that, for me, is unacceptable. So that is why we came in the race. And the first thing we intend to do upon getting elected, we are going to begin working to get a community center. And in that community center, we will have 1 or 2 halls in that center where Liberian can use for programs at a discovery. We'll also have after-school programs there where our young people can be dropped off after school and be tutored. I will volunteer my time. I teach at a middle school. I also teach math. So I will volunteer my time there. And we will have adult literacy programs. We will have
And so Wilmer's making a case. It makes sense to me, but there's a serious allegation there. He said, if you follow the interview further, he says the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania was established in 1978. And up to now, we do not have a hall of our own or no office. And so that's a serious issue. And he said the opposition, the people that are running against him, they were the ones that have been running the organization, and they have not done such thing. Do I believe it yet? No, I have to reach the other side of the divide, the political divide, and hear the side of the other opposition. But that's a grave concern to me. If the organization has been in existence for several years, 40 years plus now, and we do not have a hall, that's a legitimate case to make to the people. So let you Wilbur here.
Through the training programs, we will also solicit funds through the state, the federal government, and non-governmental organizations to provide criminal defense lawyers to Liberians. Because a lot of people take plea deal simply because they cannot afford to pay for a lawyer. So when you take that plea deal, unknown to you, that plea deal entraps you. You can't even qualify for financial aid. You can't even get food stamp. And we don't want that happening to Liberians. So what we intend to do is provide them criminal defense lawyer at no cost to them. We'll also provide them with immigration services. We'll have Senior Citizen Day, where our seniors can come and just hang out. They can play Ludo. They can play checker. They can play bingo. I mean, those who have the strength, they can play hopscotch now for whatever they want to do. That day will be for them. Instead of sitting in the house all year round, especially during winter time, that day is going to be dedicated to them. They will come and we'll have lots of activities there for them. We will volunteer our time to help them out. We also intend to use the hall will be used to generate revenue for us to keep some of the programs going. But most of our funding will come from grant. The government, the mayor of Philadelphia, there are a lot of other non-profit organizations that do have community engagement funds. Those are the money we are going to go running after. And I can assure you that, look, once you apply for these things, you automatically get it, because as long as you are engaging young people, getting them off the street, creating an atmosphere where they are away from gun violence, there is a need for that. We would definitely get those things. That is why we want to come on board and when I say transform our community, that's what I mean transform, because our focus will be on human capacity development. And you start that from the young people. That is why we are going to focus on the young people, getting them off the street and getting them into the center.
Mr. Foley, I mean, that's a lot. I mean, it sounds pretty good theoretically, but implementation is another thing. Somebody will say that's political rhetoric you are giving out right now. What do you say to that person?
I can say to that person, it is not rhetoric, because the money is there. There are other community centers that are running. They run all year round. How do you think those centers are being paid for? They are paid for through federal grants, through grant from the city of Philadelphia, the governor for Harrisburg, the governor of Pennsylvania. The money is there, and you have other non-profit organizations that have funds for these things, for community engagement. So you just have to reach out for it. And how we intend to do that is apply for those grants. That is what we want to do. But it is so embarrassing that we are the largest African community in this region, Southeast region, and we don't even have an office. We don't even have a center. We have a building that was given to the association several years ago, but it was never renovated. It hasn't been used. I learned that the former President Sinoe County began renovating the building. When he left, it just sat there. It even got burned. So, I mean, it's so.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's a little bit of Wilbert Foley over there making the case for the presidency of Liberian Association of Pennsylvania. All right, so it'll be August. There will be election. The date, I want to ask him, he did not specify the day and the venue. But as time goes by, we will keep giving you a progressive update on the election here. But our job here is not to promote a candidate, but we are just here to share the platform or the ideas of the various candidates that are running for the Liberian leadership of Pennsylvania. we'll just bring it to you. So that's a little bit you just heard from Wilbert Foley over there. All right, let me go to something else that I want to talk about on VOSD today. What we have for you here. Now, let me get to the next thing. So that was Foley, the politics of Pennsylvania. If you are interested, keep following VOSD, and you will get the latest. All right, let's go to Sinoe County a little bit here and leave the United States. All right, so the again, it's political season next year in Liberia will be a major political season. The people will be going to the ballot box to elect new set of leaders. And so that does not exclude Sinoe County. It involves all the counties in Liberia and the highest office in the land, the presidency. And so right now, the politicians are coming up. We are hearing from them. They are telling us things. And so Reverend Kolo is one of the guys that running for, he wants to replace Honorable Zarzar, the current representative for Sinoe County Electoral District number 3. He ran against Honorable Zarzar in 2017, and he was politically demolished by Honorable Zarzar, you know, and the man even incited his boys, and they started a violence in the county. And as a result, one young man lost his sight, and the frustration killed him ultimately. And so Reverend Kolo, before then, when they were running against Honorable Zarzar, they say Honorable Zarzar did nothing and all of that. But now the man is coming back for that very seat. All right, they've see that you say Honorable Zarzar did nothing and they want to replace him, even though he was unsuccessful. So now he wants the same, he's running for the same position now because Honorable Zarzar is going to become the next senator of Sinoe County, ejecting Mr. Milton Teahjay from the Senate. And so recently, Reverend Kolo, also he's a campaign manager of Senator Milton Teahjay. So the same man who told us before Honorable Zarzar did nothing is now telling us that Mr. Zarzar is the development campaign of Sinoe County. All right. He did a recent interview with a reporter of Radio Bhutan, Sagacious, and Baulu. They had the interview, and he made that revelation that Mr. Zarzar is the doyen of development of in Sinoe County. And so we want to share that quick video with you, you know, because that's why we are here. We are an evidential platform. Guys, let me do something here. I don't like the reflection back there. So let me go for a quick commercial. I'll be right back. Let me show you.
I won't tell you later, but Martin, I won't I won't tell you later, but Martin, I won't I hear something, 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 I hear something.
All right, good. I tried to, there's a reflection back there that was needed to obscure that a little bit. All right, so like I was talking about Reverend Shadrack Kolo Saywon. He is an aspirant for Sinoe County Electoral District number 3. Wants to replace Honorable Zarzar, since Mr. Zarzar is pitching for the Liberian Senate, excuse me. And so the campaign, he's a campaign manager, he's a hardcore Teahjayist, you know, like my man Donald Richards, for example. You know, they are hardcore Teahjayists. You know, those that support Teahjay will call them the Teahjayists. You know, so the man who was the campaign manager for Teahjay, because last election when he ran against Mr. Zarzar, Senator Teahjay was his campaign manager. You know, so Teahjay took him to the nooks and crannies of Sinoe County. Everywhere he took Kolo there, And the theory in Sinoe County is Senator Teahjay is the political B-52 of Sinoe County. And so the B-52 took Reverend Kolo all over to the people in Sinoe County. And Reverend Kolo did not get 2,000 of the vote. He got less than 2,000 votes. And after he was supported by the B-52 of Sinoe County. They went and told a bunch of mendacities, bunch of lies to the people, and the people did not buy their lies. Now, the same man, Kolo, Reverend Kolo, who is a staunch supporter of Milton Teahjay, had a recent interview, and he made this revelation that Mr. Zarzar is the father of development in Sinoe County. Something that Senator Milton Teahjay said a long time ago. And so as we go towards the election in Sinoe County, 2023, the guys are confessing, all right? Because Reverend Kolo said on Zarzar, like you say, Milton Teahjay confessed before. And so when Mr. Teahjay can confess that Mr. Zarzar is the best in the county, why not me validate what my bossman said? And so Reverend Kolo was interviewed again by Sagacious Baulu, a reporter from Radio Buta in Sinoe County. And so let me play that so you can hear Reverend Kolo saying, the man naming things that Mr. Zarzar did. So, but before we bring Reverend Kolo on, I want to play it so you can hear, you can get the consistency from both parties or the two guys, political opponents on Zarzar, Mr. Teahjay and Mr. Reverend Kolo. So you can hear them in succession. So we'll play the father first, which is Milton Teahjay. So you can hear Milton Teahjay. From there, we'll play Reverend Kolo, validating Milton Teahjay. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I have the distinguished honor to invite the Senator of Sinoe County, the opposition of Honorable Zarzar, who is now, who is the incumbent and now campaigning for Honorable Zarzar, for Mr. Zarzar to replace him. It's the first time in the history of politics, political history, to see an opponent campaigning for his opponent. Okay, so let me bring Senator Teahjay now.
Representative from constituency number 3 in Sinoe, Honorable Zarzar. Before Zarzar became a representative, there was no high school outside of Greenville. And through his work, we have a high school in Zarzar. Am I hearing those? And I want to thank him for such a brilliant piece of work in our county.
Okay, so it's the opposition on Zarzar, the Milton Teahjay, for the brilliant piece of job. It says since 1847, since Crayton Duncan'S people, they led the country for 130 plus years, they did not build a single kitchen. They did not build a single elementary school. They did not build a single junior high school, not to mention a high school, outside the capital city of Sinoe County. Since 1847, like you said, Senator Teahjay said Honorable Zarzar is the first person who built high school, and by that he meant government high school, outside, free high school, not private schools like Kolo. His school is a private school. The missionary builder, which is running, he's a manager for the school. So it was the first high school, but it was a private high school. So we're talking about the first government high school outside the capital city of Sinoe County was built by Honorable Zarzar, the representative of Sinoe County Electoral District number 3, who is coming now to replace Teahjay, and Teahjay himself campaigning for him. Now, the campaign manager of Senator Teahjay, who is called Reverend Kolo, who wants to replace Honorable Zarzar, just validated exactly what Milton Teahjay said. He validated verbatim, word for word. As a matter of fact, he went further. All right? And that's what Kolo did. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring Reverend Kolo on here to validate what Milton Teahjay just told us.
You need to do, or what has he done that you need to add upon?
Like I said, where he stopped to to pick up from there. Yeah, what are some of the things he feels that you go out of? Telling us right. There are a lot of things that he did. You care things he's still doing. You care to name some? Well, first of all, it was Honorable Zarzar that elevated the school after my school, because my school is the first high school ever. Then he came here and elevated the Johnson Central High to a senior high, and he also have a school built in Dubadi, and some other things that he did in some part of the district. And will I leave it because somebody was.
So you just heard that, right? The first thing when a young man asking, he said he want to stop where Mr. Zarzar ended or will be ending. Then the man said, okay, tell us what some of the things that Mr. Zarzar did. The first word that came from Reverend Kolo, he said, a lot. Don't take it from me, listen keenly. He said, a lot. And then the young man said, you care to name some of them? So let's listen to him one more time.
You need to do, or what has he done that you need to add upon?
Like I said, where he stopped to pick up from there. Yeah, what are some of the things he feels that you go out of? Telling us right. There are a lot of things that he did. You care things he's still doing. You care to name some? Well, first of all, it was Honorable Zarzar that elevated the school after my school, because my school is the first high school ever. Then he came here and elevated the Johnson Central High to a senior high, and he also have a school built in Dubadi, and some other things that he did in some part of the district.
So he said, the man said, you heard him. He said a lot. Because when he to name all of them, it will be all day. So he said a lot, and that's why the young man said, would you mind to name some, care to tell us some of the achievements on Zarzar? And the man said he elevated the junior high school in Johnson to a high school. He built another school in Vubadi and a lot of other things. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, if Milton Teahjay, who wants to remain the senator for us, he can tell us that Honorable Zarzar built the first high school outside the capital city of Sinoe County since 1847. And then his campaign manager, the man who is trying to replicate, or let you say reciprocate the effort that Milton Teahjay made for him, or in favor of him in 2017, you have to understand Milton Teahjay campaigned for Reverend Kolo 2017. So Reverend Kolo is trying to reciprocate to support Milton Teahjay as well. But then in the process, they are campaigning for Honorable Zarzar, the two of them. Okay? Milton Teahjay said Zarzar built the first high school outside the capital city of Sinoe County. And he forgot to tell us who established the first community college in Sinoe County. Milton Teahjay did not tell us that. Reverend Kolo did not also tell us that. But it was through the effort of Honorable Zarzar that Sinoe County today has a community college. Okay? So how can you join Milton Teahjay to campaign against this man? You guys, you should have done right now is just leave Milton Teahjay and campaign for Honorable Zarzar instead of campaigning, because you are already campaigning against Milton Teahjay. To tell the people that Mr. Zarzar built high school since 1847, something that Crayton Duncan, the other guy who is running against Mr. Zarzar, what his forefathers could not do for 130 plus years. That's what Mr. Zarzar did. What they could not do in 130 years, community college, that's what Mr. Zarzar did. So, ladies and gentlemen, two persons, opposition, key figures in Sinoe County, Milton Teahjay and his campaign manager, Reverend Kolo, they have told you Mr. Zarzar is the champion of development. Human capacity building in Sinoe County, and not building his personal properties. No, the man is empowering our people, giving them knowledge. Milton Teahjay is a senator because he has a little foundation academically. All right, and so Mr. Zarzar is saying, no, instead of giving the children little foundation, I am going to give them a gigantic foundation so they can be solid. And so the first thing I will do, I will build high school. And then after high school, I want them to get the first associate degree from the county. Then they can go to the senior university to further their education. What else do you want? Do you want a man who will be on radio? I mean, don't take it from me. Listen to him. That Milton Teahjay, the men are running against Zarzar. Listen to him.
Enough. Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Flomo any car.
The man is telling you he took a young lady car and he said, I will not get a woman car to her. Yes, because he had not driven BMW before. The man said, I will not get Patricia Flomo car. All right. And then a campaign manager, Reverend Kolo, is saying, Milton Teahjay did not build the first high school. Milton Teahjay did not build any school somewhere. He says, Zarzar. I wish you would have said Teahjay, boy. No, he says Zarzar built schools in Sinoe County. And while Milton Teahjay is telling us, you know what, my job is to take people vehicles. That's what I'm going to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sinoe County, the election 2023 is clear that the next senator of Sinoe County is Honorable Zarzar. When we talk about, and let me show you, by the way, some of the projects that the guys were referring to, right? Let me show you some of them. So Kolo told you that Mr. Zarzar built a school in Vubadi, for example. Boom, that's the school we're talking about. It's not just Babatista. The man building concrete, solid buildings. When you go in that building, it has everything. But then they were wrapping it up, right? But right now, when you go in it has contemporary equipment and everything. The man just start building it and leaving it. He is making sure that those things are equipped for the people of Sinoe County. All right. That's something that's one of the buildings that Reverend Kolo referring to, or Teahjay were referring to. That's the other angle of the building. Okay. Now on the school, let me show you. Mr. Zarzar here is one of the projects that he undertook schools, right? And he's inspecting over there. All right. The man is inspecting one of his projects. The man is not doing radio station like Milton Teahjay and Crayton Duncan. They are running radio station campaign or competition in Sinoe. When Milton Teahjay build 2, Crayton Duncan can build 6, so that they can run propaganda in our county. But Mr. Zarzar said, no, I am going to do something practical that will make these people, our people, to challenge these people when they lie. All right. So that's something that Mr. Zarzar did. All right. Not only that, when Mr. Zarzar took over, there was no communication service in electoral district number 3. You have to understand, Mr. Teahjay is a hardcore tribalist. He doesn't like certain people in the county. And so when you are senator, he doesn't care to advocate for us, for our people to get access to telecommunication service. So Mr. Zarzar said, no, we are in the 21st century. And therefore, we must do everything to get our people to meet up with the requirement of modernity. All right. So the man went and wrote Lone Star. He wrote the communication. Dear Mr. Manager, I read to present my compliments and wish to invite you to a conference at my office located on the ground floor of the Capitol building, room number 37, on Wednesday, September 19, 2012. When you first became representative, that's something you did, at 12 p.m. The meeting is predicated upon the desire of the citizens in electoral district number 3, San Quentin, Teahjay at Teahjay Kino, right? Okay, Teahjay and Dwason statutory districts, Sinoe County, and to have your services extended in the district. Your presence at this meeting is highly solicited. You can see the honorable mayor's signature, everything is there. As a result, as a consequence of this communication, these towers were built in Sinoe County. And so people now, they don't have to go to Greenville before then. They have to go to the capital city because that's where Crayton Duncan and they established everything. So the people in the rural areas, they are isolated from everything else. You know, so the people now, they can stand on top of the Bogobor Hill, anywhere they can stand on top of wherever they can sit in the district and call their family anywhere around the world. Okay, that's something that Mr. Zarzar did. Now, Mr. Zarzar did not only give education, he did not build the structures for the children to go sit down and learn. He also advocated for teachers. And we have teachers right now in Sinoe that are educating our children. He did not stop there. The man said, you know what? I am also giving scholarship to students. So when you see, for example, over here, he gave scholarship to students. Okay? This is a great leader. That's what we call transformative leadership. The man is trying to transform the people from mediocrity to excellence. You know? So you see the man giving scholarship to students. See over here, he's in the middle and giving scholarship. We are not only talking like the other people, they don't show you any evidence. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful leader, and that's when Zarzar deserves to go in the Liberian Senate to do more for the people of Sinoe County. All right? Because that child right now, like our brother Maurice Sako, for example, the man is in Ghana, Cape Coast, doing a master's degree at the behest of Mr. Zarzar. He said, young man, go and advance yourself. You're a bright man. While Senator Teahjay, during the 2017 election, Maurice Sako name were on one of the lists. Mr. Teahjay campaigned that those guys, Mr. Maurice Sako was supporting Zarzar, and therefore they should remove the man from scholarship. And they did that. That man was on the late Mamadi show and campaigning that students should not be given scholarship. The county development fund should not be used to give our children scholarship. All right. And so the failure of Milton Teahjay is what Mr. Zarzar is correcting. So people of Sinoe County, and Kolo is validating it. Kolo is a campaign manager for Milton Teahjay, and Milton Teahjay himself validating the education empowerment of our people, campaign that Mr. Zarzar is carrying on. Now, Milton Teahjay was the superintendent of Sinoe County. Guess what? All the projects, the people earmarked 74 solid, durable, revolutionary projects. They earmarked those projects. They say, Milton Teahjay, saying you are the president of the county, you're the superintendent. We earmark, the people have the county development council. They met, and they got some resolution. They said we need 74 projects, hospitals, clinics, libraries. I mean, different things, the roads and all those things. After 6 to 7 years as superintendent of Sinoe County, Milton Teahjay did not complete one project. The radio station that other people before him they started, because again the man is a sectionalist, a travelist, and saying no, the people in the Johnson Belt, they don't need access to communication, they don't need a radio station. And so we turn our back on them. And so the radio station that was started by the late Mabutu Yimpa, he said, Sam Milton Teahjay and others, they are doing a private radio station and they put people there to run propaganda. We have to do something so the people, because information now it's a lot, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. You need the information to know what is going on. And so the Johnson Community Radio Station, it was abandoned. This is what Mr. Zarzar did. He completed that. That was abandoned by Teahjay so that the people will have access to information. Okay? And this project was completed by an opposition of Honorable Zarzar, because you know how to understand Honorable Zarzar is not somebody when you don't like him, you become enemy like Teahjay. Once you don't agree with Teahjay, you are an enemy. All right? So Obuti Baba, young man who hates the ground that Mr. Zarzar works on. He is a supporter of Teahjay, he's a supporter of Reverend Kolo. And so Mr. Zarzar called a young man. He said, young man, can't say you are in the county and you are on your way there. We need our people to have access to information. As a matter of fact, the man himself went to Mr. Zarzar's office. And so on Mr. Zarzar, the people, Milton Teahjay, and they abandoned the radio station in Joazon. So he said, oh, young man, I'm glad that you are already here because I have been wanting people to come and to take care of that project. So Obuti, when Mr. Zarzar gave him the money, bought all the last equipment. And Obuti posted on Facebook himself. He said, hello, my people. I'm from different camp. We need a different political camp. But sent to Sinoe County through the office of Honorable Zarzar, representing electoral district number 3, Sinoe County, to complete the Joazon Community Radio Station. Am I wrong to do such? I mean, see, these people, they are running campaign for Honorable Zarzar. All right? His opposition, the man made it clear. I'm not from Mr. Zarzar camp, but this is what the man asked me to do, and I did it. And up to now, I still owe a debt of gratitude to Obuti for completing that project, for fulfilling what Mr. Zarzar, the task that Mr. Zarzar gave me to do. All right? Because the leader cannot be everywhere to do everything. And so he needs people to get stuff done. All right? So when the opposition themselves, they are pressing this man. Come on, people. You the voters, what are you waiting for? You don't have to think twice when you go to the ballot box. Once you see the picture and then box that has Zarzar picture, put your ballot there so that we can continue the wonderful campaign this man is on. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, just a little bit there. I can go all day and give you on Zarzar, you know, what I mean, since Teahjay been in power for almost 9 years now. Okay, they make him finish the dead black building. 9 years they may have been building the thing. You can't finish it. That your boys and Foley, I'm not the one. I'm not in Sinoe County to publishing it. They been building this one palava hut for 9 years, solid years. Milton Teahjay building the thing. You can't finish. All right. Mr. Zarzar finished that thing long time ago when the people were pointing out, they're asking, oh, sir, we need place to have our meetings and stuff. The man did not hesitate. In no time, he built this. Boom, he finished with that thing. Milton Teahjay is still fighting to build that. This, we're talking about solid concrete blocks that Mr. Zarzar used here. While Milton Teahjay is using that block there, building the thing for 9 years, he can't finish it. He can't finish it up. So people, we have no challenge here, 2023. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. And I can go on and on some of the things. You know, this is the effort again of Mr. Zarzar when Milton Teahjay was declared guilty for corruption. When you ate the people of Sinoe County money, the Crayton Duncan there, and those people, they were all, you know what, they got a share. So they have no reason to implement their oversight responsibility. And so Mr. Zarzar implemented, he enforced the oversight responsibility, did the research, he found out that Teahjay ate the people money. Sinoe County Senator J. Milton Teahjay has been adjudged guilty for acts of corruption and order arrested if he fails to pay into government revenue a fine of 50,000 United States dollars. You know, so you can see all of these pieces of evidence. We have the great man. You see, this is Milton Teahjay running campaign. This is somebody campaign. Boca District Resource. You have to understand, Crayton Duncan is also part of that. When they were doing this, the Crayton Duncan, the Milton Teahjay, the late language lord, all of those guys, they were in the same box running campaign against their own people so they can get employment in Sinoe. And so when Mr. Zarzar forwarded the names to Ellen Ford, they started, when President Weah came, he sent the names of the people again so they can get employment. Since Crayton Duncan got a job, since Milton Teahjay got a job, the people too want jobs. And so Mr. Zarzar sent it. The guy started propaganda. Boca District Resources in Sinoe. All right? So they put Zarzar and put President Weah and say, oh, so Zarzar is fooling President Weah and lying to the man, just so that they can deny people employment opportunity, so that people's lives cannot improve in our county. All right? So it was through the job of Mr. Zarzar that the people names went through. When the people went through, Milton Teahjay said, you know what, the Boca asked now, I want to amend it. A draft bill seeking to amend the act creating the single statutory district, Sinoe County. All right, from Bocas to amendment. Okay, when something is amended, when you are a lawmaker amending something, it means that thing is legitimate. So the man ran the propaganda, he did not succeed. Now you say you want to amend the Boca district. So people of Sinoe County, do you need that you put the esoteric to explain this thing to you that Teahjay is not for you? No, the man is inimical. It's harmful to you. All right. You can see here, this is the guilty verdict from the court. River says, the poor, the crimes on Teahjay, economic sabotage, criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation, misapplication of entrusted property, and violation of PPCC procedures and processes. I mean, all these things. People are Liberian. We have to get rid of these criminals that are there 24/7 to harm our people. The man went, this is the guilty verdict here. The court is now resolved that Milton Teahjay is hereby guilty. Bound. They put the gavel down. They sign everything that the court verdict here. I got all these things. Milton Teahjay was on the committee that's supposed to give the people of Sinoe County employment opportunity. The man refused to sign. Do I have to explain this thing to you people of Sinoe? That the man is not in your interest? You are there to advocate for the people. And the man is in the Capitol building saying, you know what, I'm on a committee that's supposed to confirm the citizens of Sinoe County to get employment. And the man said, I'm not signing because of tribalism, ethnocentricity. The man doesn't, this guy's, by the way, ethnocentricity is where one tribal group, section thinks that they are above everybody else. And that's why Milton Teahjay, he thinks the Taiwan is above everybody else in the county. So once you are not, as a matter of fact, the man hates the people of Taiwan. See what he did? The man instructed the superintendent of Taiwan, Annie Poble, to take 46 citizens of our county from payroll. They did nothing wrong. All he did was use the power as a senator and say, you know what, these people, When they get paid, they are not giving me anything. And so I want my stooges. And therefore, take them from payroll, whether they're lucky or not. So the man, Teahjay, bullied the superintendent of Teahjay, and then she was under duress to write the communication. Dear Minister Johnson, we extend our compliments and wish to forward for your kind consideration the attached list of 46 civil servants from the district that are needed to be replaced. What did these people do? We don't know. Milton Teahjay and Annie Public did not give her any reason. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can go on and on. These guys are campaigning for Zarzar. They have nothing to sell. Here is the contract, the 74 project that I spoke of from the GSC report is right there. During the periods on audit, we observed that the Sinoe County Administration under Milton Teahjay at the time, or let's say the Special County Development Council that I talk about, approved 74 projects, programs, and other activities at a total cost of $2 million United States dollars, $2,646,870 through 2 separate resolutions for the period on audit. But the Sinoe County Administration under corrupt Milton Teahjay undertook 12 projects out of 74. Out of 74 projects approved by the SCDC from physical verification of the 12 assumed projects and review of document. It was observed that 3 projects were abandoned. After he took 6 projects abandoned, he abandoned additional. So out of 74 projects, Teahjay completed nothing. All right. These are the main records. All right. When Teahjay left the county, this is why he left in our account. Our account balance, Sinoe County bank balance. The man left negative $27,178.27. That's how much Teahjay left in our account when he was superintendent of Sinoe County. That's what the GSC reported. Negative. The man looted to the point where he emptied the account and the bank got to charge the county. All right. Negative 27,000 United States dollars. Now the record of this man that people are campaigning for. This is why when you are uncharged status, nothing. All he does is fight. All right. So when Taylor chasing you out of the country, that's when he did the other one. You were fighting Taylor for Taylor, why Taylor, talking about what you call it, the Timor trade. Because Taylor refused to give him some of the money, Taylor will go to the other county and take some money and take the Timor and do a business. So Taylor went to Teahjay and wanted to take the logs and said, Teahjay said, oh, okay, no problem. When you do it, give us 60%. So Taylor said, oh, that's a good idea. But what you want to do, bring the representatives of the people of Teahjay and we'll give that 60% to them. I'm not going to give it to you. All right? Teahjay got angry now in propaganda. So they say, well, opposition political leaders in Liberia saying they are deeply concerned about the fate of a former cabinet minister. I mean, you got to understand, Taylor fired him. All right. Milton Teahjay was sacked as information minister by President Taylor 2 weeks ago after he criticized government policy on the Timor trade. Okay, the Timor trade, right? That's where the problem came from. Because he wanted 60% of the Timor from Teahjay. And Taylor said, no problem, but I want to give it to the people. Bring the elders and the representative for Teahjay, and then whatever the 60% you are requesting for, will give it to them. Teahjay said no. Taylor should gain the money, and Taylor said no. And by then Taylor had already fired him. And so when he got fired, that's when he started criticizing President Taylor. He and Joe Moba fighting, and that's the man. You can't find anything positive about Milton Teahjay. Nowhere. He and Moba, he fighting Moba, the minister, fighting Liberian minister suspended when Taylor suspended them. Information Minister Joe Moba and his deputy J. Milton Teahjay have been suspended for 1 month or 3 weeks by President Taylor for disorderly conduct without pay. Okay, this is the man. The man is horrible. It's a horrible man in our county. All right, this is the man. He put this lying 24/7 to our people. Milton Teahjay during last year, July 26, he went there and said, he building George Weah and Milton Teahjay Highway in Sinoe. Since last year, July, we are in July, that 1 year, right? Milton Teahjay, we can see the highway in Sinoe County. So, ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Kolo, and Milton Teahjay, well, they are campaigning for Honorable Zarzar already. You can see it's clear, unambiguous. All right, it's clear. So that's it. Let me switch to something else. I gave you sufficient information already that, I mean, you don't have to think twice to remove Teahjay from that position. Because if you want to remain you want to remain poor and not educated, okay, of course you can vote for Teahjay. All right, nothing Teahjay has offered. 9 solid years. I saw people, they're posting an angry video that Teahjay made when he was indicted by the General Auditing Commission. All right, LCC, when they indicted him for stealing the people of Sinoe County money, he had a press conference. And so when people post something, sometimes you have to know the context in which that person was speaking. Milton Teahjay was indicted for corruption, stealing the people of Sinoe County money. He got angry. And that's how he had the press conference and cussing Mr. Zarzar and making a bunch of allegations and cussing Jim Verdier and those people. He cussed everybody out. But that is not the way forward. You cuss people out, but the court said whatever Zarzar said, whatever GSC said was right. And so the cussing video, they put in, oh, Zarzar, has you sponsor one bill? Okay, tell us which bill Teahjay sponsored. They will not tell us. They posted video, but this is the bill that Teahjay sponsored. After 9 years, this is the bill that Teahjay can show. Sponsor a bill to rape the law of the land in Liberia. Milton Teahjay sponsored a bill after serving as Deputy Information Minister after honor a murderer called Charles Taylor. And he was a spokesman for Charles Taylor. And the murder of our people, 250,000 people were killed in the country. Milton Teahjay became senator and he said, I want to harm these people more. And so he sponsored a bill to make rape the law of the land. When you rape, all you have to do, pay money to the court, and you are good to go. All right? That's the legacy of Milton Teahjay. So the people are posting a video on Facebook. Oh, and Milton Teahjay said, Zarzar, that sponsored one bill. But who co-sponsored the bill that gave a community college? It's not Milton Teahjay, it's Zarzar. All right? The single statutory district and various districts in the place who sponsored the bill is Zarzar. And Zarzar bills went through. Milton Teahjay himself recently went for campaign awareness in Sinoe County. When he asked the people that son should not touch him, so the people should hold lapa over his head. When he went there to do awareness, he said, no, man, I'm too light. You know, I don't want to get dark. And so you'll cover me up. I'm the new American Liberian king. And so the people, they got to told me or they had to put something over my head. I don't want any son to touch me. When he went there, you know what he told us? For 9 years, Milton Teahjay told us, I sponsored bill, but the bill did not go through, and who blocked it, and number slot goes. That way he told our people for 9 years, the man said, oh, well, I sponsor bill. It's not my job to go lobby with the representatives. No. All I do is read it, and number slot goes to car and block it. All right? Crayton Duncan, he said, Crayton Duncan blocked the bill. That way he said, Crayton Duncan, the man that wants to be senator, he said, Crayton Duncan and number slot blocked a bill. Okay, that's what he said. Okay, so the man is now just whining, blaming other people why he failed. That's what he did. What the man doing? All right, taking people cars. That's why he knows for. Why he knew for me. All right, the man chanting. The rains are not helping Milton Teahjay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the people are praising Honorable Zarzar, what he is doing for the people of Sinoe County, and it's clear, guys. Okay, let's listen to Milton Teahjay. We'll go to the last one more time so it can remain on your mind. And then we'll go to the next topic.
Representative from constituency number 3 in Sinoe, Honorable Zarzar. Before Zarzar became a representative, there was no high school outside of Greenville. And through his work, we have a high school in Zarzar. Am I hearing those? And I want to thank him for such a brilliant piece of work in our county.
Okay, so brilliant piece of, I mean, even his colleagues, they were surprised because he does not want to, Teahjay does not want to see the ground Zarzar works on. And they were flabbergasted. Wow, he may say this about his opponent, the man he doesn't like. So now, Teahjay said that, and then campaign manager Kolo came.
You need to do, or what has he done that you need to add upon?
Like I said, where he stopped. To pick up from there.
Yeah, what are some of the things you feel that you go out of?
Devin is right. There are a lot of things that he did.
You
care thing he's still doing.
You care to name some?
Well,
First of all, it was Honorable Zarzar that elevated the school after my school, because my school is the first high school ever. Then he came here, he elevated the Drasma Central High to a senior high, and he also have a school built in Kubadi, and some other things that he did in some part of the district.
Okay, so yeah, the man. I mean, the man did not tell, the question wasn't who built the first high school. A man said, name some of the things. You care to tell some of the things, because he said Mr. Zarzar did a lot, you know. And the young man said, care to name some. The man said, oh, man built the first high school, I built a high school. Oh, my school is the first. I mean, we're not asking for that extra information. The idea is tell us what Zarzar did. And you did a wonderful job. You want to count school here, you want to justify my school. The question, when we're talking about government first government high school outside of the capital city, that's Zarzar building. When you're talking about private school, Kolo private school, that missionary built and they put in charge of code, then we can give it that. So there are two different things we're talking about here. All right. So what did Teahjay say about himself after he said all those things? Okay, what he said?
Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Flomo any card.
Okay, that's Teahjay number one there. You will not give Patricia Flomo a card to her. Right? What's next Teahjay say about himself?
So you remember, we are now where we are today because of luck. We suffered to come this place. We worked hard to come this place. No jail in the Republic of Liberia I've never gone to. I've been to almost every jail you can imagine. Starting from police cells. The only reason they don't read there yada was because Dr. Amos Sawyer, as interim president of our country, he abandoned.
All right, so that's the man, area man, right? He went to all the prisons in the country for doing the wrong thing. He went to the police station. He went to all the different cells. He didn't say I did something good, right? He did not say. He didn't say I do something good, but you are going to jail for doing the wrong thing. Joe put in jail. The police put in jail. He didn't go to Bella Yala because of Amos Sawyer. He closed Bella Yala. Now what Teahjay? So those are the things he's selling to our people. Is that an accomplishment? All right, that's personal accomplishment for your bad actions. No, but you want people to vote for you for that? No. Now, let me go to something else. One more thing what he said about himself.
No nominee in the entire Republic of Liberia tell you that I have shown my 5 fingers to some of the post father in my head. No, no. They will be so disappointed to come to my point. No, I have a kind of tradition in my office. I was chairman, which I intend to continue. And that tradition is when I confront with people, I tell them the truth. They are the ones who are giving you this job. But if we don't confirm you, you will not believe. Okay. I also have young people behind me that need to work. So by God's grace, if we succeed in confirming you, because the head of 1 or 2 needs. When I put the agree, they are confirmed, please take a move for me. Let me be a PR officer in the agency. That's the right number I get it. I get that.
Right? The man himself telling you he is corrupt. That corruption part, I get it. I can't deny. It's clear. The man is just telling you all these different things. He said, I have a kind of, he told first, the first thing he said, I can't take that money for anybody. Just go do research online. You see all the stealing of Teahjay, you know. Or he said, I can't take Kobo for anybody. Then he turns around and said, I have a kind of tradition. What is that tradition? He ended later on, he said, it's corruption. I have a kind of tradition in my office, and that tradition is when I'm confirming people, I don't seek information whether they are qualified, whether they are competent for those positions. No, that's not what I'm seeking. I'm seeking is to tell the person, before I give you the job, you got to assure me you will give some of my students a job. If you don't do it, I'm not going to confirm you because we are the ones giving the job. So you have to tell me, you got to assure me first. You'll give some of my people a job before I confirm you. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to vet you to see whether you are properly qualified for that position, the position that the president nominated you for. No, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm only here to make sure we do quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. You give me some people, you guarantee me that you employ some of my stooges. When they get it paid so they can get the money to me, then of course I can confirm you. Other than that, you stand no chance. All right. That's a little bit Teahjay telling us about himself. All right, now let's transition to something else that I have on Voice of Sinoe today that I want to share with you. All right. Let me go to the next thing that I want to talk about. That's the validation of Reverend Kolo over there. We don't just talking, we'll give you the evidence. Now let's go to another opposition on Zarzar, preliminary findings on Representative Crayton Duncan'S work visa program. All right. Mr. Duncan, Representative Duncan of Sinoe County, District Number 1, the chairman of the Sinoe Legislative Caucus, this man right here, has been on this campaign lately. He has been in the Liberian House of Representatives for nearly 6 years. Okay. For the 6 years, he didn't care to take our people to America. All right. No, he doesn't care. For the past 4 years or 5 years, Crayton Duncan has been going from country to country. When you listen to him, I went to Abuja, I went to Dubai. He's just all over the place. You never see the man representing our people or speaking, advocating for the people of Sinoe County in the capital building. You will not see any video out there. Or we call him the people of Sinoe County, they call him foreign lawmaker. He lives out of the country. And so when you listen to him, I'm going to Abuja, I'm going to Paris, I'm going to the United States, just all over the place. That's what he talks about. I slept in a 5-star hotel, and the other one is beautiful, and all those things. That's what he does. So now he wants to be senator of Sinoe County. The last year, Crayton Duncan now is on radio all over the place. He has a visa program where he brings 600 people from Liberia. He taking 300 will come from Sinoe County, and the rest will come from somewhere else. That's what Crayton Duncan have been selling around all over the place. That campaign talking point now, the politician, they have nothing to show the people, to prove to us, and they will make things up when it is time for election. All right. So the message that he's pushing right now, and the other people that are children in America, I want to take your children too. All right. I want to take your children too. And which is so fishy what we are hearing. But now we are doing our research. That's Crayton Duncan over there. Just want to show you a picture. All right. Before I even bring you his, before you listen to him, let me give you a little record, a little history of Crayton Duncan, right? What he has been doing, what he has done in the past, the record that he has established. All right. So you can get that. Listen. Let me show you this. All right. A Crayton Duncan work visa program right now we're talking about. Let me take you a little bit to the Republic of History. And so you can see what is there for you. So you can see what Crayton Duncan has done. Let me share the document with you. Let me share this, right? Crayton Duncan there, right? It's not me. The same man, the same picture, right? That the work visa, that's not the one I want for. Let me do the other one. Let me show you. That's the web visa one, just to validate that. Let me go back and share the document, the one that I want to show you first. Let me show this one. All right, good. This is the one I want to share with you first. Let me make sure it is big enough. Okay, good. Let me take that commercial out there. The people just put all these different things. All right, I think it's big enough on your side. Hopefully, let me view it again. Yeah, it's big enough. So I just want to review this document to know the little history of Crayton Duncan, the man I'm telling you. So if you look here, the title of this article, Liberia, lawmaker accused of bad labor practice. All right, this was written in 2018. All right, when they got there first, they just doing all type of shady things in the place. So it says a bad labor practice, right? It says that moreover, former and current employees of GMCO are accusing their boss, Representative Crayton Duncan, UP District Number 1, Sinoe County, of bad labor practice for allegedly refusing to pay them their arrears. The man owes the people, he owes the people some money, and Crayton Duncan is not paying the people. All right? So let's go on. Is there Representative Duncan, who chairs the House's Labor Committee? At the time he was on the Labor Committee, he was the chairman, right? All right. Is also accused of wrongful dismissal of employees as well as honor-paying skilled employees. Okay. The man wrongfully dismissed people. Not only by labor, I'm coming into all of that right now, but the man wrongfully dismissed people. He fired them. Basically, he said, no food for you. Don't get employment. We don't want you to survive. So he did wrongfully, not rightfully, wrongfully dismissed people. All right. Wrongful dismissal of employees, as well as honor paying. He's not paying the people what he's supposed to pay them. He honor paying the people. And these people, they are not unskilled people. They are skilled. When he says skilled employees, these people got skilled. They got perfection. They are professional. All right. They are not job people that have no skill, that janitor, and no. They are not skilled employees. In response to the allegations, this is why when they made the allegation against Crayton Duncan, this is why he said, in response to the allegations, Duncan described the aggrieved employees as thieves. The man calling the people, they are rogues. They are a bunch of rogues. That's how they talk to our people. He called them thieves. He didn't refute what they said, but he called them names. It's called a harmony to the person. When you make an argument, instead of refuting what the person say, you attack the person first and other. And that Crayton Duncan, why Crayton Duncan doing that? So he started calling the people thieves and he called them crooks. All right. He the one honor paying the people. He the one owes the people, but he calling the people names. Liberia, the big guys, they have the authority. They can bully the people. They can intimidate them with their authority. So when he said he vowed not to pay them, Crayton Duncan said he will not pay the people. They work for him, but he will not pay them. The Sinoe County lawmaker, though admitted owing, the man admitted, he admitted owing some of the aggrieved employees, however, stated that the number of persons who are claiming that he owes them was unrealistic. Okay, he said the number of people that claim that Crayton Duncan owes them. Crayton Duncan said, "Yeah, I agree, I owe you some money, but the number is unrealistic. But however, instead of paying those that are really owed, I will call them names. I will call them crooks. I will call them rogues. All right, that's what the brother is doing to our people, and that's the man that wants to be our senator. My wife." That Crayton Duncan talking because it's a quote here. My wife is the managing director of the company and has managed the company for 4 years. She left on maternity leave and left the company with someone to run, but things got bad. And so we had some financial issues. Okay, that Crayton Duncan talking. He wanted to say, I saw a list of 30 persons. I saw a list of 30 persons. 10 of them are thieves. Okay. So meaning that 20 of those people, they are not crooks. So Crayton Duncan said 10 of them, they are thieves, they are rogues, they are crooks, and 20 are crooks. Okay, so 10 are thieves and 20 are crooks. If you calculate their benefits, it sums to about 20,000. But I will not pay a dime to any of them. Okay, to anyone. Crayton Duncan is saying that to our people. The people that work for him, he says he's not going to pay them. No rogue will come and I pay them. I paid him or her. According to my wife, she owes 15 persons. Okay. Crayton Duncan himself quoting a wife. According to my wife, she owes 15 persons. If they want me to pay them, it has to involve the labor ministry. Okay, so Crayton Duncan said, before I pay the 15% that I owe, even though my wife told me I owe 15. And Crayton Duncan said they are 20, all the 20, 10 are thieves, they are rogues, and 20 are crooks. But then in the same number, the woman told him that 15 of those people, they are true. Crayton Duncan said, he repeated, but he said, you know what? Before I pay you, you get the Ministry of Labor involved. I'm not going to do it. No role will come and pay them. I pay them. If they are honest, I can pay them from my pocket. According to Christopher Dumpo, one of the aggrieved workers, he has been with the company since 2016 as a graphic designer, because it says skilled workers, right? These people, they got skills, they are professionals. You know, they are not just regular people. According to him, He has not been paid for the last 4 months. Crayton Duncan has promised on many occasions to address our salary issues and has done nothing. All right. Every time we request for our pay, he threatens us. The man will threaten the people. He threatens us and says to us, take me anywhere. Now, what Crayton Duncan, how he addresses the people that work for him. Duncan and his wife are bar employees or employers. Sorry, they are bar employers. Now, what Dumpon is saying over there. Speaking to Front Page Africa, Dumpon further stated that Duncan has transferred ownership of the company to former General Minister Julia Duncan Cassell, who, according to him, has promised to pay them, but on condition that it would be part of the terms of the agreement between she and Duncan. Okay, so the new person saying, you know, Duncan and myself got to agree for it before I do anything. And Duncan is saying, I'm not going to pay them people. Like Dumpon, Samuel Nodler, whatever that name is, too, entered the company in 2016 as a tailor. Okay, the man a tailor. He alleged that he was downsized. I mean, they're talking out. The first way of saying, you know, we're getting rid of you. After working 7 months without pay, and was promised that his salary would be paid to him, but nothing concrete has been done about it. During the 2017 campaign, he told us, that Crayton Duncan told the people now, he told us that the company was broke because of his expenses and could not, what do people got to do with all of that? You spending money to get elected, what they got to do with all of that? It has nothing to do with the people pay. Could not handle the wage bill and who called us back after the elections. Okay, the man that represented now, he doesn't want to pay the people. Since then, we haven't been called and haven't received our salaries for the months we worked for, the gentleman said. In a similar situation, in Abbott Guanu, who alleged that she is Alberta actually, who alleged that she owed 4 months in arrears. Okay, so the man, so he also owed Guanu. Guanu stated that all attempts to have Duncan pay them have so far been difficult. Okay, this is Crayton Duncan a little bit in a nutshell of the man history. Now, the man, he has the shady record, and the man now is telling us he wants to take our children to America through a visa program. Even though he can't owe the people he owes right now, he cannot pay them. All right. Now let's go further. The man has a history. 2019, Crayton Duncan was one of the patrons for the United States Association. He went to the convention. I was there. I did a video. I stood right there. He promised us $6,000. Up to now, we are not getting that money. On the spot, he said, "Oh, I will get $1,000 right now, and the bottom $5,000, I will give it later." Up to now, we are not getting that $5,000. We can't hear from Crayton Duncan. The man is not honest. All right, he's not honest, so you have to be very careful. Those of you that are putting your name on paper right now, you know what is going on in Oma. Crayton Duncan is not bringing you to America. But now I'll show you evidence. Let me show you something else. Now, before I have been doing my work here, I called the embassy of Liberia in Washington, D.C. I got the audio so you can listen to the interaction of the lady at the consulate, what she said about the program that Crayton Duncan and other people are carrying around. All right. But before then, I want to also show this to you. Crayton Duncan story that he's carrying around. These guys, they are crooks. You got to watch out. You got to understand the guy duped Mel Jones before. All right. So let's bring this one to Crayton Duncan. All right. This is the campaign you're running now, and they make a news article out of this one. All right. Let me make sure it's big enough. Okay, it is big. Let me show you this. Let me show you. Let me close this one so I can get less stuff on the screen for you. So let me zoom this a little bit. All right, it's been big enough. Let me view it again over here. Okay, good. So let's go through this article. You see here, heritage. Representative Duncan negotiates international job migration program. 6,000 Liberians set to benefit as first batch. Okay, like the first people, most to come. All right, so that was written June the 20th, right? The House's committee chair on foreign affairs, and that's why the people call him foreign lawmaker. He lives out of the country. He doesn't live in the country. All right. The House's Committee Chair on Foreign Affairs, Sinoe County District Number 1 Representative Crayton Duncan has concluded negotiation for what he calls international exchange program between the U.S. and Liberia. Okay, he said between Liberia and the U.S., the United States government. That's what Crayton Duncan is selling now in Liberia. All right. The program has been around for decades and has benefited several countries, including the Philippines. Okay. On the average, a total of 50,000 professionals. Okay, he said professionals. The people Crayton Duncan recruiting right now, they are not professionals. Okay, professionals are recruited to travel for work within the United States of America, and within this number, Liberia as a country holds a total of 7%, totaling 3,000 persons. Okay, he wanted to say, according to the article, according to Honorable Duncan, as chairperson of the House's Foreign Affairs Committee, he did a research and found out and has since negotiated for Liberia to finally benefit from the International Job Migration Program organized by the USA. Okay, you say by the USA, right? The Sinoe County District Number 1 lawmaker disclosed at the weekend that a total of 6,000 Liberians are expected to be trained and migrated to the United States or USA as part of the first batch of Liberians ever to form part of the program. He mentioned that the trainers are already in the country and a massive national recruitment exercise will begin shortly. The program is expected to train nurses and other professionals as required. A recruitment announcement will be made available to the public as soon as possible. He encouraged citizens across Liberia to take advantage of such opportunity to learn and return to help their country in its rebuilding process. Okay? All right, the people they say they want me. He said that worker program, right? But it's train people now. All right, there will be doctors and nurses and all those things. He pointed out that it is about time leaders of the country invest in human capacity building. If we as leaders, the older ones, don't invest in the younger ones, it would be bad for our country. So it is about time to encourage young Liberians to come on board and invest their time into this international training program that subsequently see them positively contributed to the building and rebuilding process of Liberia, Representative Duncan averred. All right, so now, just to give you the proof of what I'm talking about now, then listen to Crayton Duncan in his own words, right? Then listen to the man himself. And then I will play my research because I'm giving you preliminary findings on Duncan's work visa program, whatever you're talking now. It becomes training. It's not work anymore and all of that. The language is low, slippery over there. Now, let's play a little bit of what Crayton Duncan himself said. Let's play this so you can hear. Voice of Channel we're doing with evidence. We don't just come here to run propaganda like other people do, right? We give you the evidence of what we talk about. Let's see. Let me open this quickly. I'll play the first video, hopefully the red one.
Hello, this is Madison Freeman.
All right, now this is my research. I'm doing my research here. Let me see it. I want to play Crayton Duncan first. I think it's the wrong one. Let me play Crayton Duncan audio first, and then I will give my research findings to you. And listen to the man.
There
Okay, so two phases, right? Some people will be recruited in Sinoe and some in Monrovia. Okay, 300 persons. The people jealous of him right now, right? All right, listen. Okay, for nurses in Monrovia.
For Sinoe.
And they say professionals, right? But the man say they're recruiting caregivers. Okay, caregivers, are they for professionals? When you read the article, they say professionals. All right, but now he's recruiting caregivers. Listen. So basically, I don't know, United States and Liberia, which one needs nurses? Is that United States or Liberia? So Crayton Duncan is bringing nurses. He's taking the nurses from Liberia and bringing them to the United States so they can take care of people. Instead of America sending nurses to Liberia to help our people, Crayton Duncan said, 500 nurses went over there to get training so they can come to America to take care of people. Is that something that makes sense for you? People coming from Liberia to country, people in America, nurses. So you have to be careful the scheme that the guy is carrying on. People are coming to America, they're seeking medical professionals to go and help our people over there. And Crayton Duncan is saying, I know me, I'm bringing nurses to America so they can come treat that's how you put it over here. So you got to be careful. Listen to the brother. Y'all listen. Y'all listen. Okay, well, visa, right? Listen to what the man said. He went to Nigeria, went to the Filipino embassy in Nigeria to get people to come and train people in Liberia. Okay, the people are not going to Philippines, right? They are coming to the United States. Crayton Duncan did not go to the United States embassy to get people to train people that are coming to America. But he's saying going to the Filipino embassy to get people to go to Liberia to train our people. I mean, what is going? Something is not right. More or less, the man trying to take the people to Philippines. All right, but America sounds better. So he using America, and then when you get on the plane, you are going different place because the man is going to the Filipino embassy in Nigeria to tell people to come and train people in Liberia to train the people that will be carrying. Okay, why you can't go to the United States embassy? Why? Why you got to go to the Filipino embassy? And so you have to be very careful with this guy. Be very careful. Something is not right somewhere. You cannot be coming to America. You don't go to American embassy to get assistance, but you are going to Filipino embassy to get assistance, to get help. And the man got a Filipino woman behind you all over the place. Okay? Something is not right. You have to be very careful. Right now, our children are in Oman. This one time, President Myers and our other Liberian groups around the world, They are campaigning and bringing some people home. The other time, our daughter, Raina, we came on the platform, we made a call to the people, all the leaders. Crayton Duncan did not contribute anything. He didn't help with anything. He did not even express concern in the first place. And so we got to be very careful. Campaign is coming. Crayton Duncan apparently had cut deal with some of the Filipinos. They gave him money. And so he said, oh, we want some workers. And so now he's using the United States name to take people to Philippines so they can be slaves. You got to be careful with this guy. Something is not connected. America does not need nurses from Liberia. Crayton Duncan said he's bringing nurses from Liberia to come here to work instead of America sending nurses to Liberia to help our people. Crayton Duncan did not go to the American embassy to get help. He went to Filipino embassy in Nigeria. And you know Nigeria is the place in Africa, right? Where they got all the all the crook deals. When you want to be a professional crook, go to Nigeria. I'm not demonizing everybody else, but that's where a lot of things. The man is going to Nigeria. According to Nigeria, I don't know why Filipino don't have embassy in Liberia. I don't know, but that I can speak to. So Crayton Duncan is telling us these things. Be careful, people. The politician, if he didn't take money from the people somewhere because a foreign man, he going all over the place, so he took money from people. Apparently, if people say one employees, one 600 person. And so you say, okay, I'll bring 300 from Sinoe County and I'll bring some from other places. You know, if you're not taking the money. And that man is telling you, I will pay for everything. Where is Crayton Duncan getting the money from? He said, all of you that want to go, I will pay for you. I will process all your papers. That man has taken money from people already. Listen to him. Okay, the men are rich, man. The men now got 5 4-story buildings. Okay, building in Moravia. You're carrying people there to stay there. You got a 4-story building. All right, listen. Okay, so guys, that's a little bit of Crayton Duncan over there. All right, he's bringing people to America, but he's not coming. He's not going to the American embassy to get help. He's not coming to the Americans to get help, but he's going to Nigeria to the Philippine embassy to get people that are coming and train people that are coming to America. All right, be careful with that guy. Something fishy is going on somewhere. Mr. Zarzar told him, let her go to the Liberian the United States embassy in Moravia so we can verify this. The man refused. Okay, you have to be very careful. All right, Mr. Zarzar told him because he went around, so Zarzar had to explain his part. You know, and Zarzar said, I didn't refuse for people to travel out of the country, but I want us to verify the authenticity of this program. Let's go to the U.S. embassy, and we are right in Moravia. Crayton Duncan doesn't want to go there, but he's going to Nigeria to get Filipinos to come and teach, train Liberians, nurses, and doctors so they can come to America and can't treat people. All right, now, here's our findings. Okay, let me show you that we are doing our research as well. So, since Crayton Duncan does not want to go to the Liberian embassy for us to know, to prove the veracity of this program, we are making effort. We were not successful, however, to get somebody from the embassy in Liberia, but we got somebody from the U.S. embassy, like Liberian embassy in Washington, D.C., and spoke with them to see whether they know of the program. We are still doing research. My next show will be going to the State Department website, and because these things, they are all listed online. And so we'll look at the State Department website, and the Bureau of travel or groups. I did some research here and some sites that I'll be checking pretty soon. So I will make sure and go to, say, for example, they got travel.state.gov. That's another place you can go and do research. You can see some of the programs, employment-based immigration visa. We'll go there and look at that. I mean, I was doing research this morning before I came. We'll go to the Liberian Embassy. We'll make sure again to verify. The Liberian Consulate in Washington, which we got somebody, and they refuted what Crayton Duncan said is not true. You got to be very careful. U.S. State Department, again, will verify that. We'll go there and do our research also. Now, let's play my quick call here to the Liberian Southwest, and then we'll go to Washington, D.C.
Hello, this is Madison Freeman. I'm the CEO and owner of Voices Sinoe in the Diaspora. We are getting a story from the representative of my county, Sinoe County, Crayton Duncan, representative of District Number 1, Sinoe County. He has been going around lately that the U.S. government has a work visa program for Liberians. And so he has been going around and trying to get Sinoeans, recruiting them all over the place, calling to him to bring them to America to work. And so as the media outlet that covers the county, we're trying to make sure whether the information is authentic. We are quite afraid of, we don't want to have the Omar situation, where our girls are taken to Omar and they are turned into slaves. And so please call us back to validate the authenticity of this information. Thank you.
Okay, that's the message I left on the Liberian Embassy, and I'll call and I left that message. Now, they are called the Washington, D.C. Liberian Embassy, okay, to make sure, because when something like this is going on, at least the Embassy of Liberia in the U.S. got to be cognizant. The consulate got to be in the know of this program. They can't. Why you think Liberia has ambassador to represent the interests of Liberia, to know what is going on, what's coming in the country, and to start represent the government interests. And so this, when the guy is saying it's an agreement between Liberian and the United States, then the consulate, Liberian consulate in Washington, D.C. has to be in the know. So now we'll call. Let me play this.
So please hold, and you will be transferred when somebody becomes available.
Hello, Madam.
Yeah, hello.
Yes?
Yeah, my name is Madison Freeman.
Your name is who?
Madison Freeman.
Hi, Madison.
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your name again?
This is the consular office. What can I do for you?
Yeah, so I'm calling, I'm the owner of Voices Sinoe in the Diaspora. My county representative is Crayton Duncan for District Number 1, Sinoe County. And so we just wanted to kind of get some information. He is literally right now recruiting young Sinoeans and saying you're bringing them to the United States for work visa program. So we want to know whether the consulate is in the know of this information.
You said Mr. Crayton Duncan is recruiting young Liberians?
Yeah, he said the United States government has a work visa program. And so they are recruiting, I think over 300 Sinoeans. He said he's going to bring them to the United States for work visa. So we want to make sure that information is clear. Because the Omar situation that's going on is alarming, where the girls are taking.
That is the thing. So what is it? We need to see the documents because there's another case that recently reached our attention here that there is someone.
Another case reached our attention. That a lady at the Liberian Embassy in Washington, D.C. talking here, okay?
And like there are some people in Liberia and some of them based in Minnesota recruiting people from the nicest program to help worker program to be into the U.S. But they're collecting money for them to carry into Jamaica first. They say they will take them to.
They're collecting money to take them to Jamaica first. Okay, why? something is not right somewhere. Yo, what? Listen to the lady.
Jamaica, they will go to one school in Jamaica before they bring it to America.
Why?
You know, so this is not something that we are aware of. This is not something that we support.
She clear over there, right? This is not something that we are aware of. All right. From the Liberian embassy in Washington, D.C., the woman is there. This is not something that we are aware of.
U.S. government will not bring 300 people to the U.S. for work. That is absolutely incorrect.
What did she say? Absolutely incorrect. All right. I'm not the one saying when something is incorrect, it's not true. She's speaking professional. Basically, that's a lie. That's why she's saying all the words. So listen to her.
If you go to the U.S. Embassy website, you'll be able to see anything. No? 100. The U.S. Embassy website of Liberia, go to U.S. Embassy Monrovia. You will see their website. You will not see anything. Maybe you will see if you see something there, then you know it's legit. But honestly, that sounds very far-fetched.
Far-fetched. That's an offensive word. Far-fetched. That is, you got to put question mark to it. It's not true. It kind of, when something is far, right? It's not closer to you. So you got to be a far-fetched. Okay? That's what she's saying.
People getting visitors visa to come to Liberia are being scheduled by the embassy 2-3 years in advance. Okay,
yeah, they are being scheduled 2-3 years in advance. All right? For people getting visa coming over here. Listen.
Okay. 2-3 years. People go make schedule now. They put them for 2024 interview, 2023 November, December. The U.S. embassy is not going to bring 300 Liberians here and getting jobs. That is incorrect.
Incorrect. You repeated that again.
Thank you so much. Either they're trying to scam money out of these people, or they're trying to take them somewhere else under the guise of bringing them to America.
All right. Either they're trying to take the money from the people, or they're trying to take them somewhere under the guise of bringing them to the United States. That's what she said.
Like I just said, I had a program. They said that medical workers, they won't bring health workers to America, but they take money from them. They say they take them to Jamaica first. What kind of school Jamaica will train the people to come to America? How will they get a visa from Jamaica to come to America?
Wow.
It's like going to take them to Jamaica. So there's something fishy here. It smells funny.
Something fishy. It smells funny. And I've been smelling that for day one. I've been telling you. Voice of Sinoe, I'm here to free our people from the crooks.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to know why the embassy knows about it, but saying you don't know it.
We do not know about anything like that.
Okay, we do not know about anything like that. Now, the U.S. Liberian embassy in Washington, D.C. Listen.
I'm sure the U.S. embassy is not aware.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
If you question them deeply, they will tell you that these people will go to a third country first before they get visa to come here. I'm very sure that what they will tell you.
Very sure, right? They will take them to another country before they say look for visa to come to the United States. So she is very sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah. What your name is again?
Mrs. Kamara.
Oh, Mrs. Kamara. All right. Thank you so much for that.
Mr. Crayton, is it Crayton Duncan, right?
Yeah, Crayton Duncan, Sinoe County.
He used to be at Central Bank.
Okay, yeah, that's him. Yeah.
He's the one leading this thing.
Yeah. He's been on radio and saying all of that. I'm all over the place.
On radio.
Yeah.
I mean, people need to see the details now. How is it structured? I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's just the condition in the country that everybody just desperate and just vulnerable.
People are just taking advantage of our people condition. And they are the leaders. Instead of changing the condition of people, they suppress them to use them.
To all these kind of scams and
what does she say? All these kind of scams, right? The scams. They do all the BMT. All right? A 419.
I mean, and the thing is he has been there as a representative for nearly 6 years. He didn't say something about it. He is seeking a senatorial position, and now he's saying there's a program for people. I mean, it's kind of low. I don't know, it's political or what is it that he's doing?
It probably is, but you know what? If you're a U.S. citizen, you can get to the bottom of that.
Okay.
You can call the State Department. You can get in touch with
which, of course, I would do. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my little interview. I'm calling around. We are doing the research to get in contact with people to to ascertain the veracity of this information that Crayton Duncan is carrying around. We have to protect our people, all right? And so that's the preliminary findings. We are still doing more research. We are doing more research to make sure that our people, they're not taken somewhere. It looks like Crayton Duncan wants to take our people somewhere else. He has taken money for the Filipino and stuff of that nature. They have struck some deal somewhere, and he's trying to get people out there. And I think Milton Teahjay is right on something that human trafficking can go on here. All right? And we have something like that already, going on. And so we have to be very careful with Crayton Duncan's program that he's carrying around. United States government, they put all their thing out there. They don't hide anything. All you have to do is take your time and read some of these things. You go on their website, and next time I'll bring more research to you. I'm going on the State Department website. I'm going to different U.S. Department's website to see what Crayton Duncan is talking about here. You got to be very careful. All right. And so that's something we want to talk to you about today on VOSD. We are bringing the evidence. We are not making things up to people here. No, we have no reason to make people a little bad here. We just want transparency, the accountability, hold each other accountable, because since 1847, Crayton Duncan, they suppressed that people with forefathers. He's telling us he get 4-story building and all those things, okay? And so because they looted the country in the past, and they kept our people in the dark. And Milton Teahjay said since 1847, the first high school to be built, it was built by Zarzar, okay? And so Crayton Duncan, they didn't have time, the people never had time for our people. All Crayton Duncan is doing all these shady things right now and putting our children on a bus and park them. And this is the man that lives in the U.S. for years, you know? Yeah, he's putting, nobody sits on a bus like that in the United States. But Crayton Duncan doesn't care for the indigenous children. He will put them on the bus, sardines, say you can't put sardines and not parking outside the can. No, they only park them inside. Crayton Duncan will park the children on the bus, sitting on the wood or the bus and everything. He doesn't care. All right? And so that's it. All he wants is to fool the people so he can be senator and live out of the country. And that's what the man wants to do. And we're not allowing him to fool our people. The same thing they did in the past, guys. You'll go work for me back there. Okay?
Can I take something?
Yeah, go ahead.
When you're done, can I go to the screen part to look?
The streamline to look?
Yeah, to look at it, but not go in it.
Okay, well, when I'm done, we'll talk about it, okay? All right, thank you. All right, so now, let me switch gear to something else. That's Crayton Duncan there for you, Sinoe County, so you know who is right for you. But now let me look at some of the comments first before I go ahead with more. But in 2029, the SAPO convention, he said he will do everything to become senator. Okay, yes, that's something he said. I'm watching from Gila community, Sinoe County. Thank you. Don't worry, brother. I'm not worrying at all. Honorable G. Zarzar is our next senator come 2023. No doubt, Lisa, you're right about it. Zarzar will only win in a SAPO land. The other beginner is just a travel list, and you are about travel listing. So I don't play the travel comments anymore. You want to bring something that will make sense, not travel listing, preaching those things. No, that Teahjay supporter, all they know is travel listening and sectional listening and those things. It is clear Zarzar is the next senator. That's right. Anything that has to do with division, I'm not going to pay attention to that. There were all recommendations by the lawmakers of Sinoe County. When you are representing your people, these are the things you recommend to the government. This doesn't mean that you finance the school. All right, I don't know where he's going with that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know what the president of Minnesota chapter is saying over there. Anybody who hires the criminals, as I know, maybe speak to the issue and stop doing personal stuff here. I'm down. I respect you, man. I thought you could do better than that. But you calling people criminal, you don't have any evidence. Is it because he told the truth that he not win election or stuff like that? I think that Maurice asking the question. Kolo will win election. This is number 3. Okay. All right, Richard, I'm disappointed, man. You can write better argument for us instead of just calling names. Hey, I'm following this information. I'm Christopher Blaid, been a physiotherapy for time now, but need a scholarship through your influence and Sapo by tribe. All right, that's something President Myers got a committee that is taking care of that. So they open an office in Liberia, so you can go to the office to apply, and then they do the vetting there. All right, that's nice. All right, now let me go to the next section that I want to talk about here on VOSD. The next thing I want to have for you. All right, I do a little bit of Sinoe County Association in America's president, President Henry Johnson. I had an interview with him a couple of days ago on Saturday. Actually, I had an interview with him, and something he said. So that's where the title came from. President Henry Johnson of SCAA, Sinoe County Association in Americas, endorsed a rebel group called SDAA. I mean, I have been advised to leave SDAA and all of that, but sorry, when it comes from the county or my county president, association president, then it requires some explanation. We need to opine and put certain in context. All right. So I brought the president, the new president of Sinoe County Association, Honorable Henry Johnson, and to talk about his program, his legacy, and all those things and things that are happening within the diaspora relative to Sinoe County. All right, so Mr. Johnson, during the last section of our interview, I asked him about the division within the Sapo Association in Americas. And to my astonishment, to my dismay, the man actually endorsed a factional group, a rebel group. By the way, a rebel is not necessarily an insult. As somebody who rebels against a system, all right? We have a constitutional authority. We have a structure for our organization, constitutionally structured. So when you go against something that is constitutional or anything, even at home, you disobey your parent, you are a rebel. You know, so we have this rebel faction, a rebel group, all right, that don't want to be governed by law. The guys went against the law, and the board of directors punished them. We went through the law and stuff of that nature, and then people got angry. They established, they broke the organization apart because they don't want to follow law. They want to do stuff arbitrarily. Anything they want to do, they want it. So the president, as the new president of our county, I thought he would have taken a better stance, but no, the man endorsed the rebel faction. The factional group. I mean, when I listen to the man, I'm like, okay, it like Charles Taylor declared war on Liberia, and you are the president of the country, and you say, you know what, I support the rebel faction. And that's why it was like the man is the president for Sinoe County. All the organizations from Sinoe County, they are honoring his brother. So the man, this group, they broke a community organization down. When you listen to the president and say, oh, we need these very groups to be together so we can build Sinoe County. So when the people are breaking away, it affects Sinoe County. And he said that in his speech, that the division, it delayed the progress of Sinoe County. But then he turned around and said, I endorse, I'm not going to say anything, I support both sides. I'm like, you serious? The man is saying this, supporting a rebel group? Yeah, it's like somebody attacked Liberia, Charles Taylor. Prince Johnson and they destabilized the country. And the president said, you know, I endorse everybody. I'm in support of it. So Mr. Johnson, that's why he demonstrated the other day. Like, you listen to a little bit of the interview I had with him. That section, that portion of it. That portion of the interview. I was a little disturbed when he said that. People broke away. They divided the community. And you say, oh, I endorse it. I'm in favor of it. I have no issue with that. We got to work with everybody. I said, wow. You serious? So let play this. What Mr. Johnson said. He was vice president on President Saywon. I did not see Sinoe County getting involved into the conflict within the United Sapo Association in America. Why is that so?
Well, let me put it this way. We are the mother organization, and I believe that I have spoken to both groups. It is a saying.
He said we are the mother organization, right? So what does a mother do? The mother can discipline when a child goes wrong. A father can discipline when a child goes wrong. You don't support a bad attitude of a child. That's not what a mother does. That's not what a father does. We are disciplinarians as parents. When a child does something good, you support the child. You motivate them to do more. When a child does something wrong, You chastise the child, you punish the child if possible. But Mr. President, the president of the Sinoe County Association, listen to him. Listen what he's going to say.
That better late than never, you know.
So they are the mother organization, but he said, you know what? Because, 2 years, the United Sapper Association been in conflict, no intervention. He was the vice president under President Saywon. Their administration the policy was no intervention. Let's watch. Let's sit by and watch the show. It's no intervention. Let the people chop each other. Let it break apart. So he said, better late than never. We sat down first, but now, I don't know why it's appropriate now. Listen to him.
I've spoken to the president of the United Sapper Association of America, and I've also spoken to the president of the Sapper Development Association. And my message to both parties was that we are like a twin mother, you know. So we're not.
No, you are not like a twin mother. You are one father, you are one mother. This is not a twin. These people broke away from an organization. They broke the community apart. You can't be twin mother when people are breaking things apart. You are talking about, if you look at the motto of Sinoe County Association, they talk about progress, unity, and those things. So when people are breaking apart and you say, oh, we are twin, no, that's not what twin mother, that's not where you play twin mother role. When the person is wrong, he's wrong. He broke the community apart. The guys in the Sapper Desert Association, they broke the community apart. So you don't play a twin mother role in the situation. No, you tell the person the truth. You are wrong. And they were wrong.
You're going to take side. If you're a mother and you see your two kids fighting, you're not going to take side with one. You know,
when somebody is wrong, you don't punish the one that is wrong. You support both of them. No, you punish the one that is wrong. You punish the one that is wrong. You don't support all of them because they are your children. We are disciplinarians, and that's what we are as a parents. And so when somebody is wrong, you have to punish the person. You don't say, oh, we are twin mother, and I will support the wrong, and I will support the good at the same time. What lesson are you teaching the child that is doing the wrong things?
You will make sure that you bring them together, you know, and that love that was between them.
Yes, sir, we bring them together, but first somebody got to be punished for doing the wrong thing. After you punish them, then you bring them together. That's what you do.
You got to make sure that you make them to love one another. So it has been my message to both presidents, you know, why it is true that it has already happened. I mean, it's saddened that it had to go that far. We know the elders of.
And the Sabbath knew about it. And he said they are the mother. But the mother is sitting by and saying, you know what, we'll watch the show, let it fight. Yes. I had a similar conversation the other day with one of my co-workers in the case of Ukraine and Russia, you know. The man said, oh, America should not get involved in the process. America is escalating the situation. So I said, oh, you have two children fighting. America is the father or the mother. And these two people are fighting. And then the other guy is stronger than the other one. Like Russia is stronger than Ukraine. And you say, oh, the father of America should step back so Ukraine can crush, Russia can crush Ukraine. And the father should watch. They should not support the little man so he can defend himself. You know, the big man, America, the father intervened before even they got to the point and said, Russia, let's do it diplomatically. Don't attack your brother or don't attack your sister. Let's do it. The guy said, no, I defy my parent and I will do whatever I want to do. And he now attacking Ukraine, they're killing innocent people. And the guy was telling me, say, oh, America should not get involved. I said, why? Are you serious? They should watch for Russia to kill innocent and drop bombs on the people. They got to give them weapons to deter the guys from doing that. And so it's the same thing in the United Sapper Association. All the community leaders, if you listen to him right now, you come in court elders, people got involved to amicably resolve the issue. And those guys are saying they're not listening to anybody. All other community organization leaders, they got involved, and those guys said they are not listening to anybody. But President Johnson is saying, oh no, you know what? We sat by, we watched the show, everybody just broke apart, but you know what? The people got involved already. But I'm not taking side. I'm there, I'm a twin mother. I'll support the bad behavior of those guys.
Of Sinoe or the Sapper Association tried to intervene and it still didn't work.
So the elders got involved, the guy disobeyed the elders, just the same way Russia disobeyed America. All right.
But that doesn't mean that that's the end of the road. You know, we've started to engage I know I was really hoping that we're going to have both of the parties at the Sinoe County, the just ended Sinoe County Convention, but the Sinoe Development Association president, he finally made contact.
That's what they have been doing. That their culture right there. When you call them to some the board members, the elders used to call a meeting with the board, and the executives will get meet the board. All the board directors, they will come on. The guys, last minute of time, they will tell the elders, "We're not coming." It's the same thing. He has sent an invitation to them to come to the just ended convention. They did not show up. All right, and he's about to justify what the man saying. That's a lie. They make up things just so they don't want peace in the community. So President Myers was invited. She went there. The USAA president went there. The rebel group, they called and said, listen to the explanation he's giving. Why they didn't come?
Contact with me and said due to some circumstances they couldn't be there. But I was very clear.
Some circumstances. They always give me excuses. All right, just so the community cannot unite. You know, but President Johnson said, you know what, I'm supporting. I'm a twin father. I will make sure and support them in their bad behavior.
That we are not taking side. We are not going to endorse the Sinoe Association or the United Sapo Association over the Sinoe Development Association.
All right, so it clear read that the man is supporting both sides. All right, he is a functional rebel. He's the president for everybody. But he said, he knows that the guy is wrong. He said the elders intervened, and Green and the group did not listen to the elders, and he invited the man to his program. Green gave a flimsy alibi. Some circumstances came up. All right. But Mr. Johnson is saying, I am still supporting the people. It's okay. I'm supporting him. All right. And this is why Liberia is not making progress. We have the tendency to support bad people. When something wrong, we can call it out. We support the people. We want to be seen as pious people. When you're a leader, leadership also requires punishing people. If you're a leader, you're afraid to punish people. People will do the wrong things. But Mr. Johnson said, you know what? I'm a twin father. The people broke the community apart. I can't support anybody. I'm in the middle. I'm for them. All right? So the man endorsed the guys pretty much here, their bad behavior.
We are working with both groups to ensure that we bring peace.
Okay, working with both groups. Before you do that, call somebody out. You sat back. You did nothing. You saw the other community organization they involved. Damn it, people. It's like you're the president of America and things are going on in your country. It's like the shooting going on and Joe Biden said, I don't care. Let the people kill each other. Let it kill innocent people. I'm not doing something about it. Then at the end of the day, you say, you know what? I support those shooters. I'm not going to condemn them. You know, we are the same people. I'm the twin father. Those people that shoot. You did nothing wrong. I'll find a way for the victims and the perpetrators, the family that are grieving, to bring them together. All right? It's nothing wrong. That's nothing wrong with that. I will support that. It's
everybody. All about Sinoe. I know it was not done initially. I'm not going to go through that because that's in the past. But what I'm saying now that we're going to work with both. I can assure you that I'm going to work with both groups to see how best we can foster peace.
All right, the man saying working with both groups. So that's it. That's the new president of Sinoe County. That was a deterrent to me in the first place. You know, that was a huge deterrent to me. I said, no. I thought the man was for unity. No, but he's not for unity. He's supporting a factional group. We are not going to take side. What? You serious? Anybody read it like somebody, Mr. Johnson is the president, and somebody divided Sinoe County Association in the Americas. And Mr. Johnson said, oh, you know what? I'm supporting both sides. Why it's okay to divide the community organization? Why? Mr. Johnson will not support a group right now that will divide Sinoe County and say that we'll form our own Sinoe County Association somewhere. He will not like it. But Mr. Johnson said, no, in the case of the Sapo Association, I'm not taking side. The Sapo dividers, the guy that divided the people, they did nothing wrong. I'll work with them, even though I invited Green did not show up. He gave me some flimsy excuse. All right, I'll go with that. That's it. That's Liberia for you. That's how we operate. We don't have the testicular fortitude to call a spade a spade. When it is wrong, you call it out. You know, they have this there was I have this stuff that I listen to. Guys, Guys, you gotta load the TV. There's another TV in the room. Treasure, Prudence, y'all load the TV. Why you can't go to the other TV in the room? Yeah. Hold up. Okay. So you gotta load that now. So this is the situation. I lost my train of thought, by the way. But that's the case of Liberia. That's why we're not making progress. When somebody does wrong, we support the person. We'll build boats all over the place and put it all over the place. And we'll call the person heroes and revolutionary and this. We'll call them, we chant a man like way to those people when they do wrong. When we can't do it in America, we can't discipline, we can't mimic the example of America. When people wrong, when they get you, you are done. We can't mimic that example here. No. So when we leave from here, how are we going to change Liberia? Why are we criticizing those that are in Liberia doing the wrong thing and we're here, we can't do the right thing? Green and his followers, they are wrong. No ifs and buts about it. The first thing, the president of the Sinoe County Association, the man who he was the vice president, but then he should have first issue an apology. We did not intervene. Why? He did not get any justification. You are trying to pull on President so the man had a policy, but then no, we have our policy. You as the vice president to him. Okay, you did not intervene. And so the first thing we're sorry for our community of major black, because when everybody together in the Sinoe County Association, we have a lot of resources coming in, and we can do a lot of stuff for our people back home. But no, some of these things from maybe some of the leaders, they join the conflict in the zero communities. They like them. They sit back. I would say Grand General Association president is intervening. The superintendent for Grand General is intervening. Different communities, they came in. And you, the president, you, the leaders of the county, you did not intervene. And you, during your inauguration, you called the factional leader to come. And he refused to come. You called President Myers, she went there. But you said, you know what? I'm taking side with everybody. I'm good. Nobody did something wrong. You're citing elders intervene in the land, in Sinoe, in Africa as a whole. The elders are the ultimate deciders of stuff. When something happens, they're the one can decide the case. This guy disobeyed the elders. The president himself said it. But he said, you know what, nothing went wrong. Yeah, we want to find a way and bring them together. Yeah, that's what our goal here. We are not taking side. We are not going to identify who is wrong. No, that's not our goal here. Okay, in order to fix something, you have to know what is wrong. When you go to the doctor can just start giving you medicine. The doctor got to know, ask some fundamental questions and do some tests before they can prescribe the medication for you. But in this case, the man said, no, we don't care for what happened in the past. I will go here to, okay. You have to know what happened in order to avoid the reoccurrence of that. But our community, I got plenty of work to do here. And I will do it. I will make sure and put our people on the right path. Yes. Okay, yeah, I wanted to start a quote earlier. I think it was, I can't remember the thinker for sure. But he said, when you want to be liked, when you want people to love you, don't say the truth. Because you want to be loved, so you don't tell the people the truth. And that's what President Johnson demonstrated. He wants to be loved by everybody, by Green, GDO, and other people. So he said, I'm not going to say the truth. And Voice of Sinoe, I will say the truth. The truth will be told here. If you don't want to like me, that's your business. But I will tell the people the truth. I will tell the people the truth. Green and follower, they have no business dividing the community. And then the president of Sinoe County Association, now the incumbent is saying, I'm okay with that. I'm not telling who is wrong. I'm just here to make peace. Russia bomb Ukraine. We can't bring you guys together. Y'all go ahead. Y'all bomb. Y'all kill each other. I'm not intervening. I'm the power. I'm the father. I'm the mother. But I'm not going to intervene. So that Liberia there for you. That's Liberia in macrocosm in the United States. Liberia in macrocosm. Liberia in miniature. The small version. Now the big one we see in the country. We don't hold people accountable for doing the wrong things. Yeah. We praise them. Now let me switch to the last thing that I want to talk about on VOSD. We are going back to Sinoe County. Greenville put lies in ruins, while Allison and Boy Noah wallows in opulence. The port of Greenville, it is in ruins, it destroyed, it's cut up. But the man, the director of the port, is celebrating in luxury. He is meandering and rolling over in luxury. That's why the port manager. So son, we got a long way to go. The young people, when we see the young people will make a difference, they will be the worst. Yes. But this one is not coming from dark side, you put the esoteric. It's coming from a young activist. Before, when Prophet Key came and said, oh, I don't want to talk, I don't want get information on Prophet Key to come. Prophet Key, I haven't talked to the brother. I haven't, you go see our communication. I don't even embarrass the brother. I just see him periodically on Facebook. All right. But the people are accusing me, oh, that's how you put it to Prophet Key. Somebody I can tell something. That brother will get old brain. All right. So they accuse me. Now, the young activist, Martin Colley, wrote a post. If you go on a post right now. So when I said it before, oh, the man envying Sonny Boy Noah for what reason? I have no reason to envy anybody. I'm doing good. I'm not hungry. My children are not hungry. No, they're good. And so, but when we give you a responsibility, when you vilify, you berate and disparage and humiliate leaders before you, and then you have the opportunity to do something, and you do the antithesis, the opposite, well, that's how you put it. So our port is in ruin, it destroyed. But the port manager is building houses all over the place. He's driving fancy cars all over the place. So Greenville port lies in ruins. While Alexander Noah, the port director, wallows in opulence. The luxury. The man is enjoying. The man is in wealth. His goal is to amass wealth, to get resources. So when he leaves, he builds houses and you will put renters inside. He will not be broke and he will not suffer. That is philosophy. Okay? It's a terrible philosophy. If you make the people, you look at the people when you are alone in an environment you are enjoying, you have a serious problem. All right? You have a serious problem. And that's why when you study Greek mythology, they got idiots. You know? An idiot is not the way we use it right now, but an idiot in Greek mythology is the person who shield themselves. They put they think they can protect themselves from the people, so they put themselves in fences and all these different concrete walls. They shield themselves from the people. But guess what? When something happens, that wall will come tumbling. The people can bring the wall down. All right. So the likes of Sonny Boy, no one, they build the Maxi compound, and they say they're the people now. You know, they distinguish themselves from the poor people, and they say they're smart. That's not smartness. If you are smart, develop the people. Develop where you are. Let the people see your footprint. But the building you are sitting in is dilapidated. But then you're building mansions all over the place for yourself. The guys are on Facebook and showing your buildings. And nothing wrong with that. It's good. They are celebrating that they themselves, they are together to eat. All right. So now let's look at what Martin Colley wrote. Now this one is not coming from me. I'm just merely recapitulating and repeating. I said it before. I wrote a post. Oh, everybody calling me up for the play. I envy Sonny Boy Noah. For what reason? I'm trying to put Sonny Boy Noah on the right path. I advise the brother, but he's not listening. He wants to follow Crayton Duncan so they can be wearing big rings all over the place. You know, that's all they want to do. You criticize people before you, and come on, guys. Are you guys reading history? That what Otingo once said, the more we read history, the dumber we become. The more we read history, the dumber we become. You know why? Because we are not learning nothing from history. I would say that the people revered historically, the people that we celebrate today, there are people that built mansions for themselves. There are people that amass all the resources for themselves. No. Those are people that transform, that make major impact in the world. Dr. King. He didn't build man. He's not celebrated for building houses for himself or wearing big rings all over the place. There was something fundamentally wrong in the United States. And he fought against that. And that's why we respect the man. Kwame Nkrumah is not respected because he built mansions for himself. He turned the Gold Coast into a thriving economic hub in Africa. That's why we respect the brother. We respect Thomas Sankara because he transformed Burkina Faso, the first man to elect female leaders. He made an impact. Not because he built houses. When you look at the man got a little refrigerator in your office. He riding motorbike. All the Mercedes Benz, the people are driving. The least, the less expensive vehicle. That's why we respect it. We respect Gandhi because of what he did in India. It's not because he built mansions and wear rings all over the place. Come on, people. When you talk about Mao Zedong in China, he transformed the lives of the people. And that's why the people honor him. And so our young men, they are not learning. The more we read history, the dumber we become. All right, so Martin Colley wrote. I want to share his post here. Martin Colley wrote this piece, and I'm going to share it with you. This is what the young man wrote. The young man is thinking, I've been following you on Facebook. He is posting the ills in our country, the wrong things that people celebrate. All the young people, they celebrate and sing a Magna whole day. The young man is posting, trying to make the country better for all and not for some. If we have more Martin Colley in Labrador, the country will be growing better. So this is what Martin Colley wrote about the great man of Sinoe County. All the man that wants to be the richest man. He want to be Donald Trump. But Donald Trump got money in the private sector before he get no government. All right, so this is why July the 16th, 20 at 6:14 p.m. Greenville Port lags in ruins as Noah Alex and his boss Bill Teahjay build mammoth private properties. Exactly that's what they're doing, right? They're building private properties right now in Liberian. The buildings in Greenville are in green. The buildings in green are representative of Greenville Port in Sinoe County. Even though this public facility generates millions of USD in revenue, but it currently lies in ruins and due to corruption and poor administration. Okay, who is administrating the affairs in that place? That's running board Noah. It's corruption and poor administration. All right, when you put the wrong people there, that's what you got. The man went on to say, Alex Noah and Bill Teahjay are more concerned about building their private mansions and estates. I have uploaded a few of Alex Noah's private properties. A man who could not even rent a one-room apartment in 2017. All right? I'm not the one that's saying it. I'm Martin Colley. So Martin Colley is envy something about Noah too, I think. Because that's what they say. They will say generational envy. You cry that the old politicians are corrupt, and you get inside too. And you want to put it on envy. Nobody's envy you. You are doing the wrong thing. They went on to say, where are citizens of Sinoe? Where are citizens of Sinoe County? I am here. Bunch of them, they are singing praises to Sonny Boy Noah, all those corrupt politicians. But I am not going to be here and sing praises to anybody. All right? I am here mounting. All of them, they are there. They're dancing behind a young man. And we will make sure and point you on the right path. It's not yet late for Sonny Boy Noah to change. You can't put yourself in a mud of corruption. Liberia will change eventually. And will come after some of you guys. Where are citizens of Sinoe County? This can be Sinoe. This is a big disgrace to Liberia generally and Sinoe County more specifically. Sad. Yeah, it is sad. It is despondent. It is melancholic. It is dolorous. And I can go on and on. It is bewildering to my mind how young people will decry the iniquities of the old leaders, and now they are now the gurus of corruption, doing the wrong things. So the man went on to say, if this public facility is not renovated in 2 months, we will mobilize, organize, and call on citizens of Sinoe to shut it down through mass protests. And that young man got a lot of followers. He was a student leader in Liberia. They're chasing out of the country because they're doing the right thing. Bill Teahjay and his deputies are too wicked, reckless, and greeted in their corruption. Liberia is bleeding. These are indeed sad times. Activist Martin Cade and Colley Rice from exile. Martin Colley, I'm joining you. I'm also in exile. And I'm going to do, that's why the platform is dedicated specifically to Sinoe County. I don't get too much time for the national politics. We have to face our horses first. Get my horse in order, then I can go somewhere else. So, yeah, the buildings. The young man posted someone, and I'm people they want it. Before you're going to blame me. So, yeah, the building. They are the port here of Greenville. Look at the port, how it looks. Let me make it bigger for you. Let me see. Go back. No, one first. All right. That the building, that the port buildings, that the building on the port. Washington boy, no one building private estate for himself. This is the building in 16. The port is dilapidated. It's broken. You see the roof over there? Look at the place. This is a trash. All right. But the brother doesn't care. Once he can build a private property and get all the rings on, he's good to go. Look at the port. Look at the port of Greenville, the facility. Look how the place looks. The owner of the government, leadership of Sonny Boy, know how the place looking. Look at the place. That Greenville there at the port. That the man there. And then that Martin Colley posting the picture now. So they put the Sonny Boy picture so you can see the man. The man chilling. Yeah, you see the man, that man private property. The port. Our port is dilapidated, but the man building private property. That man, you see the man house? The man chilling. Sonny Boy not chilling. That's another one for him. That the port of Greenville, the high looks. The port of Greenville. Yes. Oh, yes. This is okay by Sonny Boy Noah. He can watch. This is fine. Beautiful. Oh, yes. The man chilling. The man gave mashing. The man chilling, right? And this is the man, according to Mountain, the man could not afford to rent one bedroom, 2017. But he just begin put manager in no time. The man a big boy now. You want to see the man wallowing in opulence, in luxury. You want to see someone? I just show you some. Let me show you more buildings. Mountain, he put everything there. Let me show you some. Some of the building, our brother. You saw that one, you know? That one of the buildings. Our boys not publishing all this on Facebook. How well Sonny Boy know what he's doing, but his private property, in building the estates. You see the land, this one, all the horses there, and they put a picture. We will never be strangers in our own district. The man can build their own houses. Yes, that he know there. You see the man? That the man mansion. Mountain did not see this one. That's another one there. See the man get a pickup. B-ball. That the man, Sonny Boy Noah, the old man there worshiping him. Oh man, I get all the horses there. The people gotta worship me. Yeah, they worshiping the man. The boss man here, they praying for him. You know, Sonny Boy Noah got a blessing already, so the old man there worshiping him. And over here, his boss man, they praying for him, so he can get more call our children there, rogues and crooks and those things. So he can pay them. All right. The man is chilling with Milton Teahjay here. You gotta understand that 2000. When Mobutu was running for office, right? The man is a grave seeker. Sonny Boy Noah. You know, he supported Charles Clark, right, against Mobutu Nyepa. The man was campaigning for Charles Clark because Charles Clark got money. You know, when Mobutu won the election. Now that is the same. The job you got at the poor right now, Mobutu gave it to him. You know, he was supporting Charles Clark. The guy is a fishy guy. Strange little young man. He's a crook. You know, so right now, Crayton Duncan get money, so he Crayton Duncan body. He doesn't care how the man got how he got the money. All right, now that some of the horses now of Crayton, Sonny Boy Noah. Let me show you some of the cars, okay? And before he came to power, that the man, before he came, the man go, he eat carry with it all over the place. And while the man was eating, when he became poor manager, boom, you see the man now in shining, the man getting all those gold rings and diamond watches and everything else. The man balling out, you know, a B-ball. Boom, the man get lessons. A small town 1 year. I'll show you the B1 year. Just the beginning. The man chilling. The man pick a truck. So now he going and find chilling, get a picker, and chilling. Boom, that one of the man cars there getting lessons. The man chilling. You want to see the real one? The one that low gray one. Yeah, the real one, yeah, bam, B-ball. The man chilling. So the boy, no, I'm not joking. Yeah. That the man they celebrating in Sinoe County. And the cars the man bought for himself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man get 4 whips that I would say in America here. Then he went and bought all, I mean, Toyota that doesn't even work. The Manigo put on fix an engine, it got away again. So he's saying he bought ambulance for the people in poor and near and donate ambulance to people. And he forgetting the man been to America multiple times. He came on my show, I've been here 9 times now. He knows how ambulance looks. There's ambulance. Okay? This is what we call ambulance. The vehicles are deliberately built for certain purpose. You know, I tell you what ambulance mean, right? Hospital on a go. Hospital on wheels. It's a hospital, so it should be equipped. Man, go get a rotten Toyota. And the man himself driving brand new cars. Lexus. Pickup truck. The man chilling. Lexus. Brand new one. This one at 2022 yet. The man doing it. The man not joking. Sonny boy no one balling. You see the man? The man chilling. See the man from here in no time. The man changed in less than 3 years. The man are people. All right, so that's it. We just I'm not the only one that's saying it. Other people are watching. Monty Colley is now from Sinoe County. He's just an activist. Advocating for the country for the right thing to be done for everybody to benefit. And now people are Sonny boy alone. I want to be real estate man. All right, guys, I'm done for the day. I want to say thank you so much for joining VOSD. We are here to give you the information. You like it? You don't like it? Hey, that's it. I'm not going with that quote where you say when you want to be liked, don't say the truth. I'm here to say the truth. I don't want to be loved. I don't want to be liked by anybody. I just want to say the truth. And let the truth be told. It makes some people eyes red, some people will like it, some people will not like it. But hey, this too is life. I'd rather be, they want to say the truth than to be fooling people just because I want people to be comfortable with me. All right. That being said, I want to say thank you so much for joining VOSD. You know, the people lie to us, so I will close with us. And they lie. Crayton Duncan lied to us. Allen lied to us. Who else lied to us? A lot of them. They lied to us. And I will talk it. All right. That being said, have a wonderful day. I'm out.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber. Stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. Y'all gotta whip us more, yeah? Okay, let's go. People fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not come up. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not corrupt. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they said they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their red.
Yeah, the people tired of rhetoric. We're tired with it, and we're telling the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining VOSD. My name is Doc Sayopo, the esoteric. I say it. I'm the first to say it. All right. So join us every Monday at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. on Monday.
And see if you can watch us live.
Yeah. Follow us on YouTube as well.
We're going to Trampoline Park. You should follow us. I want Instagram, Daddy.
Huh?
No.
Look
at the video
No,
every Tuesday and Fridays for new videos.
On the Mondays.
Yeah. At 3 Click the bell button. And you might be the next one who's going to see my dad. Yeah. And like he's famous. He's famous. That's why people need him.
All right.
Because he only had to go on an airplane.
All right.
I want to end it. You said.
Go ahead.
She ended it last Monday.
All right, next time it's your turn, Trisha. So go on the red one. Right.
And then can I type something in? Bye. No, I can do everything.